Well, hello guys. It's been a long time since I've put up a new video, and it's definitely time. So, this week is 2 years. 2 years off of heroin. And it has had a lot of ups and downs. More ups and downs for sure. I've come a long way. I don't think that you guys know my story. You just know that I was trying to get clean. So I grew up in Orem, Utah. Had a good family, good childhood. Everything was good that way. And as I got older, I started dabbling and started partying. One thing led to another, pills and whatnot. Ended up not being able to afford those. Got into heroin. I had a 21-year heroin addiction, which included 34 trips to jail, 1 trip to prison for 5.5 years, and a marriage, a divorce. I have a child, So this has been a great journey. I'm very blessed. I've been given a lot of blessings for sure. Creator is looking out for me. There's a reason why I've been saved for sure. And
getting wet yet?
As I getting older and getting wiser, I'm starting to realize, all those hardships, all those things I had to go through, all that pain was part of my path, and I just didn't realize it. I had to get through these things to learn humility, to learn respect, to learn what pain feels like so that I can enjoy the good and happy times. I had 7 years clean off of heroin when I was married and out of prison, and then going through the divorce, I relapsed, unfortunately. Apparently, I still had farther to fall, and I'm grateful for that relapse. I think I learned more during that relapse than the rest of my years, probably. I lost my wife, my kids, my home, everything that I loved, everything that I cared about and thought that I was meant to have. I threw away for drugs. And I knew it was going to happen. Yet I continued to go down that path. And so I can sympathize and relate to people who are on that struggle. It's harder than you could imagine to pull yourself out of when you are so deeply intertwined into it. Every aspect of my life was involved in that world in some way or another. And it's very, very hard to pull out of that on your own. And somehow I did. My daughter came to the bathroom one night, knocked on the door, I didn't realize how long I had been in there. And she says, "Daddy, you're missing the movie. What are you doing in there?" And of course, I was in there getting high. And I looked down at myself and I broke. Her beautiful little voice saying those words, it broke me. And I looked down at myself, like I said, and said, "What are you doing? This is ridiculous." And so the next day I took myself into a detox center and then was able to get into a treatment center from there. And that was the last night that I used heroin. Somehow that little girl's energy sparked something inside of me that gave me the strength to no longer have cravings and urges for that drug. That was 2 years ago this week. And I'm so grateful. I now live in Hawaii, as you can see. I have a good job, some really good friends that are true friends, not drug addict friends that will just leave me high and dry. I live in a nice place. And I'm being productive in life for the first time ever. And I feel sort of a freedom that I never knew existed. I never knew it was possible to go through life without having to have that to get high on. You know, if you'd asked me back then how long I could go clean or how long do you think I'd ever make it, I would have not even said a day. And yet here I am 2 years later, and I don't ever think about it in a way of wanting it. I am in so much gratitude. You know, I have an amazing family who never gave up on me, even though God knows they should have several times. But they stayed there for me. They stayed with me. And so I lost my brother this last June 2025. He passed away out of the blue suddenly. And what a blessing to not relapse over that. To be able to stay strong. It was an eye-opener for sure. To be able to get through something that painful and that hard for me, and to not choose to go back to that was huge. You know, it's undescribable how good that feels to go from the guy who something as simple as getting a flat tire would cause me a relapse to being able to lose my brother and stay strong. And you know, this channel is, I think, going to take a little bit of a different turn from what I've done before. It's focusing still on, you know, helping people communicate with addicts and whatnot, but it's going to go more so towards the side of showing addicts and people struggling that it is possible to pull yourself out of that and still become something amazing.
Yeah, it looked very cool.
My life right now is in a freaking place that anybody who's known me my whole life, if they weren't seeing it, they wouldn't believe it. I never went back to prison. I did 5.5 years, and I never went back. I got out February 11th, 2014. And I've continuously gotten better at life instead of regressing. And
Wait, another one is
I'm here to show you it can be done. If anybody can get out, if I can get out, I mean anybody can. I was deep. I mean, I didn't go a day without using for like 20 years. And I believe I can help others go through that. Sharing some of the wisdom that I've been given and some of the things that people have taught me, I truly believe can help others pull out of that life. And I would love nothing more than to be able to help that, be part of that story.
damn, you got it right.
You know, I don't know if I can keep the gift I was given if I don't help give it to somebody else as well. And I think that's more what I'm going to focus on a little bit for a while at least. You know, I'll be taking you guys on motorcycle rides and having talks and showing you the island of Hawaii, the Big Island. And just kind of keep you tuned into my journey, you know, where we're going, how we're getting there. If you have any questions, I'd love for answer. I'll bring some people in and we talk. But, you know, it's
Oh yeah, you're right.
something beautiful for me to be able to sit here right now
Wait, I'm gonna try and get
with the view that I'm having right
yeah,
now.
the sign.
Because by all means I shouldn't have even lived this long.
It's actually so deep.
So
You get the splash.
I'm gonna check out. I got some things to do tonight.
It's so deep.
I'll catch back with you tomorrow, guys. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna give you a little better view. Let you see where I'm at here. It's a little spot I like to film. Well, usually we go jumping over there, but not on days like this. The waves are too big.